Hello everyone. So, I basically recorded the whole video, like I think it was an hour and 20 minutes, about that long. And at the 1 hour mark, I realized my mic had been incorrectly configured the entire time. I made, during that hour, I made an lava to energy converter basically. So what I did was make a fired crucible made from porcelain clay. That white dye I got by just making white trees and cutting them down. The clay is made by a series of steps, namely turning the cobblestone into gravel with a hammer, turning that gravel into sand with a hammer, and then using that sand on a barrel, I think, filled with water. And then you get clay block, and then you can turn it into clay balls. That's the porcelain clay. Then I also that is used for the fired crucible. Then what I also made was some fluid cables, for which I got the clay the same way and smelted the bricks there. And then I used the stone cutter to make the stairs. Then we got the energy cables, which use stone brick stairs, which is just cobblestone smelted there, and then using the stone cutter once again to turn the stone into stone brick stairs. And then we have magmatic dynamo, which uses Invar, for which we needed some, I think it was sulfur, I can't remember. Anyways, we needed some blend, we needed Invar blend, which is made from iron dust and sulfur, I think, dust. That gets then smelted, and we get Invar ingots. What else do we need else? What else did we need for that? That was redstone, some redstone, 1 gold, and a bit of iron. And from all of that, we get 1 magmatic dynamo. And yeah, that's about everything that we needed for that. Oh yeah, and then item cables, which are made in nearly the same way as fluid cables. And yeah, that was a quick recap of 1 hour. So now let's get to the main part of the video, which was originally not the main part but the end of the video. And I'm gonna stick another piece behind that. Might do that. Probably will do that. I just noticed that my mic has been not correctly configured for about 1 hour. And during that hour, I have connected energy, which is now about automatic, fully connected that. This is now like almost fully independent. Now, you will have probably heard a voiceover for the rest of the video. But for the remaining part of the video, what I'll do is just, talk you through life. So, first of all, there is lava there underneath. All of them are sources, so all of them get max heat of 7, which means that they do this quicker. Then all of that gets funneled into here, all of that lava, which turns every millibucket which into 100 RF. It's not fully automatic yet. I said it earlier, I know, but that is because there is no cobblestone production hooked up into this. How can we do that? With an igneous extruder is what I'm going for. It produces 1 cobblestone every second, no matter what. Doesn't need energy and stuff, so it will keep running even if all of the energy goes to one thing and everything else is turned off. So that means that I can place it here. It needs lava to its side, so that's lava. I will place water here. We pipe the items to there. This gets filled 1 every second is fast enough, I think, to fill all of them with cobblestone continuously. But then the igneous extruder, we need to make it. So invar, you've probably already seen how to make that. We're gonna do 2 crafts of that. Glass, it's still easy. Sand, I already showed how to make that. Piston, everything I have everything of that. And then constant gear, which is iron nugget with 4 constant ingots, which are copper dust and nickel dust for blend, which we can smelt. We need 4 of that, so it's 2 copper dust, I think. Yes, 2 copper dust, 2 nickel dust, which means 4 nickel dusts. That's the raw nickel, that's the nickel dust. Then we need 4 raw iron, like that. Okay, that's enough. Then copper, and that is all of the special things completed. That's gonna be a igneous extruder. And that's the igneous extruder. And like that, cobblestone is being made. And if you now put that there, it does nothing. But first of all, I'm gonna disable that connection. It has now made a little bit of cobblestone. And we pull all of that and yes, lava. I like this. Now we have some basic energy infrastructure. We might make some more. I might make some more in between episodes. You know how it's made. And pretty easy. But now you have cyclic batteries, claystone batteries. The cyclic batteries store 6.4 million RF, while the claystone battery is 16,000. These don't require that much in all actuality. And these don't require that much. And then we should be able to put 2 batteries. We place one here. Does it stores energy? Yes. If we place one here. Now that we have energy, infinite energy, with bounds, but for the amount we can use each second, we're gonna make a better storage system, which means AE2. For that, I have already laid some crafting recipes out, like you can see. So, other crafting recipes that we're gonna work towards are here. And one of the things that we need is this thing. For that, we need a steel plate. The other things are already laid out all the way down at the bottom. It makes an inscriber press, which we need for this. Then the 2 stone dust is just some dies, and the surface quartz cutting knife is 2 sticks, 1 iron, and then 2 surface quartz crystals, which is just some dye. Then the steel plate we can make with engineer's hammer, which we already have. And a steel ingot. The steel ingot is made by smelting steel blend, or in a blast furnace, an iron ingot. And that's 60 seconds. It's gonna take a while. So the first thing we're gonna do is make the blast furnace. We have the blast brick already laid out. Nether brick is not that difficult, it's just netherrack smelting. Netherrack you can make from dye. pink dye is just red dye and white dye. Then magma blocks is magma cream or this recipe. We can make either of those. So we use a solidification chamber, which uses some lava, 3 gravel, and 1 magma block. Gravel we have automated, lava we have automated over there. So then the ash bricks, easy. Ash, which you get from template boards, which you can get from stripping logs. And then you smelt the ash and you get ash bricks. That all together makes blast brick. And now we're gonna make a blast furnace, or at least I think that's how it works. I haven't tried it. The blast furnace, we're gonna do that all the way down at the bottom in this corner. Yes, like that. A crude blast furnace, in which we need to put 1 iron. I have already set some iron up to smelt. Now that you're about halfway through the video, let me ask you a question. Are you subscribed? If not, if you want to see more of these types of videos, maybe you can give a like to let the algorithm know that you like this video and you like to see more, or you can subscribe to be sure that someday you will be able to see more of me, of my videos. And yeah, I would like you to subscribe, because Social Blade, a ranking stuff thing that does predictions about how many subscribers you will have, has predicted that I will have, I think, 75 subscribers by February 2027. I want to beat that. And 100 subscribers, I think it was August 2027. So I think we can beat that. Do you want to help with that? I mean, for August 2027, the 100 subscribers, we're already halfway. So that means for the 75 subscribers, we're 3/4 of the way. So yeah, now let's get back to the video. Okay, we're just gonna do that, because it looks like it takes multiple charcoal to make 1. Okay, so that's this one. I have the rest is laid out down here, so we can safely cross that off. Then glowstone dust, I don't know why it's there. I can't seem to find for which I need it. Although now that I think about it, I might know. Yes, this is where we need glowstone. We need 2. All the other stuff we can take care of, but the glowstone dust, I don't know. Because if I look around these things, none of the recipes work. So I hope this works. Yes, it does. Okay. We need 2 brown dye, 2 orange dye. So I was just stressing for nothing. Glowstone dust. Okay. Then this was 60 seconds. We're gonna check up. Like that, we have 1 steel ingot and a bit of slag. We're gonna leave that there. So steel ingot and the hammer, steel plate. We go over here, put it. Okay, but no, we really need to put it there. Now we have the inscriber press. You might think, hey, where do you put it? Well, that's in the inscriber, which I've already laid out the recipe right here. So we take that one. We do need some gold. I think we need in total 3 of these logic processors. For the AMI terminal, we need 1. For annihilation core, we need 1. And formation core, we need 1. So that's 3 gold. This, I don't know. It looks like it needs some iron. But we do also need, for this, printed silicon. Printed silicon is inscriber press with silicon. Silicon is quartz dust in a furnace. And then we put this in. How much do we need? 10. Yes, 10 surface quartz dust. That's it. The surface quartz glass, this quartz glass, mostly taken care of. Then, right, the silicon also needs some. How much do we need? I think it's 3 once again. Yes, it's 3. And we have exactly 3 crystals. Perfect. Like that. We need a charged surface quartz crystal. For that we need a charger, and that is laid out here. A charger. And my guess is that we also need this wooden hand crank. Okay, it's full. That's one done. And then, you know what? I think that can be hooked up to our energy network. Yes, okay. Okay, then 2 doesn't need to be crushed. 2 of them. 4 we need for that. 2 for that. And then we need 2 dust there. So 6 get crushed. If needed, we can make more. Okay, so that's that taken care of. Then we're gonna need to make some glass. To be specific, we need 4, and then 6. That's that. Okay, no, like that. That's the glass being made. Then we're gonna use that for that and that, which means we can make that. But let's see, those are crafted, that is crafted. This is a storage controller, which is from Sophisticated Storage. We're gonna make that so we can put it here. And like you can see, this is everything that's in here. And then another thing is this, the storage I/O, input and output. We place that up there. We have energy over there. We can easily put it in. We have some energy cables in here, on which, and then we can place the energy acceptor, for which we need iron. We have some iron. Okay. Now checking if the glass is almost completely done. Then we can make this, we can make 3 times, but we're only gonna do it 2 times, because that's the amount we need. That's done. That's done, because then we don't need to do that and that, because this does. Oh yeah, we can make that. We're gonna check some things off. Okay, so then we place that there. I forgot one thing I forgot about one thing which I do need to make, which is a storage bus. This thing. Okay, doesn't look too complicated. And yeah, okay, I think we can make it. So, why do I still have 3 surface quartz? For this. This needs to go there, with some stakes. That's for the silicon, which we then use in the inscriber to make printed silicon. And that's also why we have the gold. We can put that in here, take that out, and this. And then we have that going. In the meantime, we'll check if we can already make, for example, this. No, what are we missing? That. We're missing 1 copper. Copper, we have here 1 copper coming right up like that. We have the energy acceptor. The energy acceptor, we're gonna place that there. And then the energy storage bus needs a little. Ooh, we do not have any light. Oh, we do have some light though. Yeah, now. Then we have the copper now. Yes, we have the energy acceptor placed down, so that we can cross that off. For that we need service quartz, which we need that for, like that, like that. We need one more light blue dye, one more light blue dye, and then like, not like that, like that, like that, like that. The energy cell, we place that there. That's gonna receive some energy once we plug it in like this. And that's probably, no, that's not accepting any energy. Strange. But it could also be because we do not have any screens, which we're fixing. We have the silicon, we have 3 redstone, perfect, like that. Okay, that's gonna be this with the 3 redstone. Then this we have everything for. After we do that, this we're gonna need one more service quartz crystal. We have made that. And then here, wait, there. That should be about everything. And then I get this video out in completely made in about 2 days. That's I think the fastest that I've done that. Damn. Okay. That's the 3 logic processors done. Then we can cross it off. We have that. Oh, we only need 1. We can even make 2 crafts. Oh yeah, we do also need to make this still. Then the formation core, we're only missing light blue dye. We do it in here because then we can do like that. Now we have a terminal. We place it on here. It is still offline. Okay. Now the storage bus, and that is the storage bus, which we can put on there. The device is still offline. Since the energy acceptor didn't really seem to work, I looked a bit online. They said I could just use a flux duct in between the energy cables from Cyclic and a energy acceptor from AE2. So we're gonna place a flux duct down there and place the energy acceptor there, and we see that it's immediately full. We can take a look in here and see our glorious collection of items, which we now can also just do this with. Like, I don't need to care where they're placed. They're in here somewhere. Could be here. Let's see. If there is a hammer, we can now also search. Yes. Everything is in here. Let's go. This is high enough, I think. So yeah, I think that will be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, where we'll fully exploit that. And yeah, I don't know what else we're gonna do. Definitely remove those campfires, but yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.